A promising pre-med student places an online ad. A convicted child molester answers. The tragic result is our number 13 story. Donna Jo vanishes. Donna Jo had always been an achiever. In 2006, Donna left her hometown of Houston, Texas, and began her freshman year at San Diego State University. Donna's mother, Neely, also moved to the area to be near her daughter.
She was a straight A student, and she wanted to be neurosurgeon.
As the school year came to a close, Donna placed an online ad as a math tutor. Through her posting, Donna connected with a man who used the online name Sinjin.
Donna Jo met John Stephen Burgess Sinjin on Craigslist.
According to police, at some point, their conversations turned to drugs.
I think there was maybe 4 correspondence back and forth. The discussion was, in general, it said, I do everything, in reference to narcotics.
I knew Donna to be my little sister who was a pre-med student who, in every way you could possibly imagine, trumped everything I ever did. So to hear that this is what was going on or this is what happened, it's absolutely shocking.
On the evening of June 23, 2007, Donna told her mother that she was going out to a party. At about 5:30 p.m., Neely watched as Donna rode off with a man driving a motorcycle.
She had no idea that he was a convicted sexual predator who had failed to register.
In 2003, John Stephen Burgess was convicted of performing a lewd act with a child. He served nearly 5 months in prison and was placed on 3 years probation.
From everything I know about Donna from her parents, there's no way, had she known that she would ever have gone with him.
And this is the big mistake, and it's the same thing we tell our daughters about going to nightclubs. Don't meet a guy alone. If you're going to find a man on Craigslist, he's not going to tell you he's a sex offender.
Several hours after Donna left with Burgess, her mother Neely received a text.
The text message said, "I will be home soon, love you, mommy." The second day, the mother received another text that said that she was in San Diego, but it wasn't the language normally that she spoke in, so that was sort of an alarm went off there.
The day after Donna rode off with the mysterious stranger, her family filed a missing persons report. Donna's older sister, Lisa, called everyone Donna had recently spoken with on her cell phone. Before long, Lisa actually got Sinjin on the line.
Finally, when I got to him, he was just like, well, she was with me. So that's pretty much when I knew that he had something to do with something.
On July 5th, 2 weeks after Donna's disappearance, police named 35-year-old Stephen Burgess a person of interest.
So what we're looking for right now is just information. Has anybody seen Miss Jo or Mr. Burgess? Either one of those would be great leads for us.
Burgess had already left the state. Police suspected he was headed for Jacksonville, Florida, his hometown.
Jacksonville uniformed police officer was doing routine patrol in a high narcotics activity area. Sees our boy Sinjin, and when he sees the police officer, drops a baggie of rock cocaine and starts to run, and he detains him.
On July 25th, 2007, police in Florida arrested Stephen Burgess on suspicion of cocaine possession. He was convicted of felony drug possession and sentenced to time served. Back in Los Angeles, Burgess was charged with failing to register as a sex offender. In October 2007, he was found guilty and sentenced to 3 years in prison. But authorities didn't have enough evidence to charge Burgess in connection with Donna Jo's disappearance.
We asked them so many times, begged them so many times, tell us what happened that night, where Donna is. He didn't say anything.
In March 2009, nearly 2 years after Donna vanished, Burgess finally came clean to police detectives.
We did an investigative grand jury. That led to Sinjin knowing what was going on and how much we were finding out. At that point, we went back to the prison, and he said it was time. He wanted to tell us the story of what happened. He believed that probably the best thing for him to do was to come forward with the truth now and take his sentencing.
2 months later, Burgess admitted in court that he brought Donna to a party at his house near Venice, California, where he provided her with drugs.
What drugs did you give her? There was marijuana, a little bit of cocaine, a little bit of heroin, some heavy alcohol, some prescription drugs, bad stuff. And everybody left, we went to sleep, and in the morning, I woke up and she was gone. What do you mean gone? She was dead.
And he panicked. Instead of calling the police, he packaged up the body and threw her in the ocean.
I don't want to believe that for 2 years my daughter is at the bottom of the ocean for 2 years. No, I don't want to believe that. He took everything.
John Stephen Burgess was charged with involuntary manslaughter and concealment of an accidental death. Burgess pleaded guilty. At his sentencing hearing on May 18th, 2009, Burgess addressed the Joe family.
I accept responsibility for what I've done, and I will accept the punishment for what I've done, and I will go and I will serve out my time and get out and try to go on again and become a better person.
He received 4 years for the involuntary manslaughter and 1 year for the disposing of the body. So a total of 5 years that he will spend in our state prison here in California.
Meanwhile, the Joe family struggles to move on.
We don't know what torture my child went through, and we have to live with that pain the rest of our lives. And that's not life.
When we return, a disturbing mystery. A young Canadian woman heads to Vegas and vanishes.
Jesse did not choose to go missing.
Tired of your